Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
The TL draft so far.
I think the Lulu would have made sense because TL has done it, but you and I were talking before, Emily, about how across the world, LeBlanc that we find was the most played mid laner right now, has a lot of good matchups.
Except
red side choice with the counter pick. TSM are going to have to go back to the drawing board and try to find a different way to really go at Team Liquid.
It's one of my favorite things that stands as a difference between best of one play and then series-based play, particularly for the longer one like a best of five, is just how impactful the ability to answer the... Oh, wait, hold on. Talking about answers, we got a little bit of damage, baby. We got first blood from Core JJ. Nobody go risk anything. It's not really that much of a big deal at this point in time. So TSM will grab themselves that objective. First Drake of the game.
This ward in the river would have spotted him on that roam. So again, it's in action because of proper defensive play. TL has it warded out, has it covered, and they're looking for a counterplay on the bot side. Lost is looking pretty dead.
Yeah, Lost already lost half his HP there to Tactical's combo, and it's enough for Santorin to finish the job. TL with a 2-0 lead, but it will be TSM taking first turret of the game. Hooney is in effect, or at least all the TSM fans are hoping for that, because a lot has been put in his hands here in this early game. Down here in the bottom lane, they're looking to make the dive. Bit of damage coming through, but is it enough? Doesn't look like it. Jensen stays alive, and he flashes back forward. He wants to make sure Power of Evil is dead. He will get his wish, but he'll die doing it.
Yeah, they do get the kill. It is a trade, so Alfari getting a little bit of gold off that TP. Nicely done by him. As soon as Jensen completed that Mythic, as expected, he went out to the side. But to circumvent this LeBlanc versus Ziggs matchup, they've just moved Lost mid to match Tactical. Sword Art getting Dove.
Sword Art just gets deleted. Santorin's got the power there to make the turret dive happen. Core JJ stepping back. Yep, with the satchel already in place. Boom! Even though Shelly can't kill it on her own, Ziggs and Shelly are just best friends themselves. So 4-1 there in kills, 0-2 in turrets, means a game that's not even 600 gold apart. But TSM has now stacked their second specialize in the side lane role type of build.
I think if you're going to commit to the side lane, but this to me says that TSM says we're not going to be able to get enough of an advantage in side lane. It's about creating an advantage in side lane, then taking it to the 5v5.
Okay, well, we got a crazy fight here on the bottom side. Alfari's going to get jumped on there as Hooney's going in, but now they're switching the attention over to Core JJ, and the man's already down. Santorin's in the middle of 5, but he's got to get away somehow. Gets kicked back the other direction, and Jensen's made his way into the fight. Health bars are dropping here on both sides.
Hooney wants more.
Hooney's going in, but he's slammed into the wall. Here's Alfari. Jensen keeps on looking, but now he's got to back on out. Spica and Lost continuing throwing out a couple of projectiles. Alfari's nearly dead, but nearly. This game, 1,500 gold lead. Tactical's pushing things up here in mid. Team Liquid still without a single turret to their names. Trying to play this objective game a little bit. Jensen jumps in, Lost in some trouble, but Jensen is too far forward, and TSM sits him down.
Jensen seeing that, setting up for it, but is it worth the risk here?
Okay, hook comes out. Nope, that ain't gonna happen, but at least it saves the flash.
You've got the Elder Dragon to fight for now, and they're like, yeah, we'll take this too. So I think it really kind of depends. I think they're going to contest. Whether or not they will try to trade something else for it. To your point, hey, if you're not that worried about Cloud Soul, maybe try to trade it for Baron and try to set up those sorts of plays. But they've become very difficult as teams have gotten pretty adept at defending that.
Jensen flashes away, trying to survive the attempt on his life from TSM. Another distortion to gain some further distance. Spica keeps on chasing. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, no energy left. They brought in Hooney too. The entire cavalry has arrived, and Jensen will finally die. They give the kill over to Power of Evil.
The problem for TL here with Santorin and Core JJ, trying to poke people out, keep them away. Ziggs will wave clear some, but at the very least,
health. That's one button.
Key build, but he's going to be moving towards the Wit's End as his next item as well. So moving into more of these luxury items, trying to really kind of shore
Boots item. I guess I'll whatever. That's what I was saying. Anyway, let's hold on. We got ourselves another fight here. Tactical takes a whole lot of damage.
Makes sense here, I think, in this situation. Multiple members here from TSM coming mid. They're looking for a play.
Okay, Spica with a kick. They're going after Tactical, but they can't quite get him. Sword Art now stuck in the middle of 3 with the rest of TSM, unable to jump into the fight. They don't want to put anybody at risk, so instead, Sword Art will be the sacrifice. Jensen picks up the kill, and it's 8 seconds until...
Actually, scoop in Tactical?
Oh, no.
And with his flash on cooldown, with his ult where it was, that looks like a failed play from Hell.
They're looking
so far out on the map.
I mean, Hooney can teleport to this. Let's see if they end up trying to defend. Okay, Power of Evil with the turret. So at least they got something to hide underneath. Lost is waddling up here. Hooney's still in the bottom lane. Alfari going forward. Sword Art might be going down. A lot of damage down on the TSM support, but they won't be able to kill him. Meanwhile, Hooney's grabbing a tier 2 in the bottom lane. It's working out well already. Hooney's up there, keeping that one pushed. Now down here, we got Team Liquid with the 4-man squad. Jensen is up a little bit higher. He's ready to flank if needed. Lost is teleported down to join the other members of TSM. Hooney doing the push there in top side. Takes the tier 2 and he backs away. Not pushing any further just yet. Team Liquid are onto the Drake. They're making the catch. They've already got Lost. He's out of the picture. And Alfari's going in for more. Sword Art's going to be your next target. Hooney decides to teleport in and join the fight. It'll be a 4v5 here in the bottom lane as TSM are running towards the Team Liquid base. Can they reach a turret ruin? I don't even believe Power of Evil has the cooldown on his turret ready to summon. Santorin's going in. He goes for the crescent sweep, and Hooney fires off the ulti, and he doesn't hit a damn thing! Hooney sends it into Timbuktu, and TSM will not have a prayer! Hooney finds nothing, and they're all eviscerated except for Spica. Team Liquid
going down so fast.
All right, Spica. It's unlikely. Okay, it's impossible. Alfari's completely running interference here, does not want to allow him into the picture. The chain CC coming down. They will remove him from the equation. Baron is smoked.
The fail flash from Power of Evil over by that initial take from the Soul. They fail there. Then Lost gets picked off in the
Good job. He's hiding in the brush, firing off the arrows whenever he can. Does not want to present himself as a viable target because he knows, similar to Lost, he's going to be the one they're looking for. Spica getting caught out a bit here by Santorin, just getting his butt whooped. Not even close in that fight, as now Sword Art will be forced to flash away to try to stay alive. Team Liquid doesn't want to overcommit for that when they almost kill him off with a piercing arrow, and Jensen goes on a rampage. 4v5 for the next 40 seconds.
Jensen gets the earlier pick on Lutz, gets another pick here on Sword Art, and now down a member, pushing in waves across the map here, TL. Even getting the flash off Lost. They are closing the trap here on TSM. They're pushing in on all sides. They're going to knock down at least one inhibitor here, if not two.
It's looking pretty dire for TSM 38 minutes into this game. Inhibitor number 1.
All of these plays, Core JJ, Santorin, Jensen moving around the map, defending their teammates, playing to cover their opponent's win conditions.
Someone's nearly dead, so we got to make those 20 seconds count, and it's so difficult to do.
And, on the TSM side, they're not out of it just yet. It is Baron respawning. They only lost the one inhib off the last play, so we'll see, can they find the X factors here? That's what you're looking for. Power of Evil in trouble.
Oh, Power of Evil nearly dying there. Staying alive just barely yet again. And Sword Art, with no flash this time, has no way out. 4v5 again. Sword Art has died 7 times this game. All of Team Liquid put together has not died as much as Sword Art has. He has been the one trying to be the sacrifice, trying to make sure that nobody else on the team has to be the one who gets killed. But time and time again, TL's finding something, and it's always him. Jensen's unstoppable. Lost has not been where he needs to be in the second half of this game, and Jensen's just making money hand over fist because of it. Double kill for the Team Liquid mid laner. The Baron is easy. The team fights are free. Come on down.
Yeah, could be on it. They knew if they lost the Baron again, the game is likely over. With the base already cracked here, they face check. They try to prevent the Baron from going down, but TL punishes. They turn. They kill them off. They don't risk the 50-50. And now TSM in such a difficult position. They're going in.
Sword Art with a flash engage, but he's just going to die instead. Hooney tries to fight here on the front line, diving into the back, but his Guardian Angel is immediately popped. Now we'll come back to life in just a moment. However, that life quickly returns to yet another death. Tactical picking up the kill. There are only 2 alive right now on the side of TSM. It is the wave clear mages. Do they have what it takes? It doesn't quite look like it. Spica rejoining now. It'll still be another 25 seconds until Sword Art is back on the map. 2 different lanes now have those inhibitors destroyed. Team Liquid marching in. First Nexus turret already gone. Second Nexus turret. Nope, they're going after Spica and Lost. Santorin needs a little bit more damage, but will not find it. It doesn't even matter. The Nexus is exposed. Spica gets hooked in. Jensen goes legendary. Team Liquid. Oh, they'll finally lose him there at the very end, but it's still 20-6. They dismantle TSM.
His only chance.
If we stop that, we should be winning.
All right, awesome. I did see that cheeky video that Jensen threw out. Game one, he felt like he had to int just to make it a little interesting, but I'm sure you're looking for the team to clean up
He
play.
definitely tried his best to int.
He tried his best, but you guys still came out on top. Well, either way, as we have action in the bot lane, First Blood going over to TSM, I'm going to let you go.
So much worse, and he's also playing a champion that cannot lose gracefully in the same way that a Gnar can. He's not playing the range champion who can, focus on utility, can build tanky early. Wukong is just giga useless. There's 4 top. He's gonna die. I don't see how you ever get out.
Oh, he's already stunned. Core JJ with the Bard CC into the wall. Give it over to Santorin. Hit him on the head with the bat. Pop goes the monkey.
But to continue going there, but you're going to a losing lane, and they're going to try to just overload it, 3-man play here. They need the W cooldown from Sword Art, but they may just go here with Spica, try to stun him up, and we'll see if they can pull off the dive, but they already have tower aggro.
It's the whole squad coming in. Alfari's already dead. Lost takes the kill. 5 top for TSM. Power of Evil was approaching on the flank, ready to cut him off if he somehow got past the other 4 dudes. Okay, Spica jumping in now, but he finds himself in a 1v2. The damage comes through. Spica's taken down, and Santorin's grabbing the kill. Subjugate keeps him healthy enough to walk away. Core JJ is trying to keep everybody alive and around long enough to take him down. Gets to the wall as Hooney's now going to take a lot of damage. Jensen grabs the kill on him, and he goes on a magical journey. Very, very short-lived. As Team Liquid continues walking away, Sword Art's now in a bad spot, and it's time to bring down the hammer. Or is it? Alfari just gave him the Grubhub delivery kill of the game, right?
Extended play. They get the initial kill. Jace is coming back out of base, but Sword Art is here as well. They force the flash off of Core JJ. And despite the low health bars, they're not...
Situations trying to race down the turrets. You can see they've already got this one lower than the one in the bottom lane is. So TSM, now both games, taking the FTX total gold. They're on the left side of your screen. It is Lost, who is the standout so far, with 1,700 gold, higher than the
TSM. They're down here. Everyone from TSM is down on that bottom side. So he will get some plate gold. He will get some tower gold again. But every time the wave is going to crash, TL is shared. So that is the biggest problem, but TSM now trying to make a play here. 2 members are top.
TSM going for the dive. First Cyclone's gonna find the mark, second one does the same. A lot of turret aggro over onto Spica as Jensen teleports in, but he won't be able to find much of anything. Blast Cone is there to get him away if they need it. Curtain call coming out. Let's see, do we have the snipe? One last shot going through, but Sword Art does a good job body blocking that one. Pressure continues on the tier 2 in the bottom. Is that bruiser-style Trundle that we talked about a little bit earlier, right? Like the Divine Sunderer gives this champion a lot of potential threat. He immediately goes for the Subjugate into the red smite, into the absolute beat down. Sword Art is the next target, and Santorin will be continuing the chase. He gets chomp after chomp after chomp. The ulti comes through from Core JJ to look to set it up. Now, remember,
at this, but a good job by Santorin, finding Spica there in the river, utilizing the pillar to get the pick, just commits the ulti. The follow-through is there from Tactical.
Still with a ton of HP remaining. Core JJ does not have the Bard ulti. Santorin just now getting his own ult back.
Maybe.
That means we might have what we need here. Hooney taking some damage here as the curtain call opens up. Rift Herald down to 1,800. Hooney still walking away with a 4th shot coming in. Now we got the damage over onto Power of Evil, and the man's already dead. Santorin getting himself away with Sword Art. Now going to be focused down by everybody on the side of TL. You got to stun through the flash onto Lost. Spica's jumping in, looking to somehow kill Core JJ, but it ain't going to happen. Alfari's ready to go, baby. It is gas, gas, gas. Pedal to the metal for Team Liquid with 4 dead for Alfari is topping the charts. Top diff pretty massive this game.
Yes, sir. About the hard engage, but they have got to sweep out wards. They've got to have pinks down in advance and make sure that TL don't have eyes on you, or you can get peeled apart just like they did.
Okay, they've already busted down the mid lane tier 2 turret. They are threatening Inhibitor before Baron has even spawned. Inhibitor turret is down in the mid lane.
Great.
Inhibitor itself will now go next.
How far do they go? Are they willing to give up double and at 19 minutes?
TSM. Okay, TSM's just deciding to go for a base race, but it's going to be 1 inhib versus 2 inhibs. That is not a good trade of inhibs. Here on the top side, Team Liquid putting the damage into this top one. Need a little bit more to finish the deal. TSM do want to try to stop them. Let's see that damage continue to pour on in here. Core JJ has been sent back to the base. He'll be the one trying to stop TSM. Throws out his own ulti, gets hit by a piercing arrow, but stays alive with a heal. We have handed, I gotta take something. but they don't have the manpower to fight back. Even though the enemy jungler is only just now joining the fray, it will be Drake number 3. Nothing else for you to be occupying your time with because it's so all-consuming. A teleport into the bottom lane to guarantee that the minions, 54 seconds versus a minute 9.
He doesn't know. He hasn't actually checked that push. There's a ward behind him.
Santorin, let's see.
Now he knows, and now you want to run for
Now
your
it's time to dip. TSM with a multi-man collapse. Yes,
they
he's
go for
tanky,
Baron?
but it ain't tanky enough.
No.
TSM with a pick, but all the pressure back on the... Okay.
There's some handy hunting fruit right there. Sorta got a lot of health back. It's actually pretty important, but it's still 30 seconds. So they're in the river right now. Hooney's trying to flank from the top, though.
Nicely done there. The root, the damage, the pop. Good night to Lost. And TSM will try to fight back, but it will not matter. Hooney tries to get out, but no. It's more of the same in the whole damn game. Power of Evil's gone. Shut down over to Jensen. I'll tell you what, Azale, they might have just stopped the soul because you don't need it when you can march in and win the game.
The Nexus is the better objective, baby. They're going to be going down mid here. Spica trying to escape. They're pushing on all sides. They won't look for the end because the respawn timers are very short. And it feels like that's probably the nail in the coffin here for TSM. Trying to TP to contest, but they don't know that Jace has already got it.
Yep. Already taken care of. Team Liquid divvying up the jobs, making sure they're not putting too many guys on the Drake. And there it is. Mountain Soul, Baron, big team fight win.
Forced out. Hooney can do nothing on the other side. He only got to the Jason. You don't win that 1v1. So TL have taken everything. The Flash is going to get caught by a binding.
Oh, Hooney's trying to protect his buddy. He gets him out of trouble, but what is the cost? Spica down to a 3rd HP now as well. He can disengage, but again, no ulti means no team fighting now for the next minute or so. Power of Evil stunned up as he tries to dash away. The soldiers can do nothing to protect their Emperor, and TSM can do nothing against TL. They will march into the base. They will smash these inhibitors yet again. They don't even need the bottom lane this time, Azale. With Power of Evil down, the wave clear is crippled. The damage continues to pour into the health bars. Sword Art goes in a last-ditch effort, but the only ditch is the one TSM has dug for themselves, and Team Liquid's happy to fill it with bodies. Lost goes back to the fountain. He'll go back into the fountain, and Team Liquid takes the 2nd game.
The ace to finish it off. Team Liquid are cruising absolutely.
One other thing I did want to point out is that
6. Yeah, this could be a really dangerous dive against Hooney here. He hits level 8. Alfari slams him into the wall. The chain CC's coming down. The boy's getting juggled around, but he's got away for now. No! First blood over to Trundle. It is traded 1 for 1. Bit of a misplay there from Team Liquid, but they got what they came for.
Yeah, and they're going to get the full tower, maybe a kill as well.
Oh, Sword Art, what are you doing there, buddy? He goes on a magical journey. He binds Santorin into the wall, but the chase continues. Alfari goes in. Sword Art, that was not it.
This is it as the tower. What happens? He dies. They're going to lose very likely the entire tower, maybe even zone him off more ways because they still have the Herald to drop. Now the Herald's going to go down, and Hooney can't even get back.
Hooney's trying to rejoin, but he's got Sword Art next to him, so Team Liquid can't just try to keep killing him over and over and over and over again. Tactical's made his way up here. Rift Herald will not quite kill the turret.
Yeah, he hit the eye right before. I think that barely protected it.
Okay, we missed a kill in the mid lane. Looks like flashes in vain than most other abilities can, just because of the fact that it takes the orbs a second to all fly out, so players will often flash away, not realizing they're already dead.
And again, they've absolutely been keeping it close. And the lead comes from composition, right? The lead comes from where you're expecting to kind of have a significant advantage at this point because they invested in the early game. They want to be ahead. They're looking for a pick now.
Okay, Spica goes in after Core JJ. Goes in for the kick now after the Aftershock has already been procced and the enemy support is down. Nicely done from TSM. TL says we don't want nothing to do with it. We'll just trade you for the tier 1 turret.
Yeah, they are going to lose this tier 1. And they're also losing mid control. Spica is Herald as well. So honestly, again, you know, TL getting an okay trade here. Based on the situation, but TSM trying to get more. They're going to take a tower themselves. And it was a good punish on Core JJ, not having his flash. That you can set up for it with the Trundle Pillar. You can follow up very easily with the Nautilus, and they're trying to look for a pick here. Spica is behind Alfari. They want to get this kill.
Alfari jumping away, heading back towards his own jungler. There's your enchanted crystal arrow. Hooney stays alive, though, and now they're turning their attention over onto Spica. He gets away and tries to disengage. Jensen doesn't find the damage. He doesn't aim the skill shot right, and that means it's disaster. Team Liquid are being torn apart, and TSM are the ones doing it. No active Grievous Wounds application. Yes, there is a Thorn Mail, but you have to be auto-attacking that champion specifically. So that means there's a lot of potential to bait in and out-heal for the side. Oh, wait, never mind. Nope, not quite enough.
More time to complete additional items. You know, allow the Orianna to get a second item in there. Allow Trundle and Gnar to complete a second item. Attack Swifties, and they're going to turn to Baron here. They still have Sword Art's ultimate to try to turn and potentially deny a steal here from Santorin, because Santorin has his flash and he has vision. So I think the TSM have got to turn for the fight. I don't think you want to commit to this.
There is no ulti available on Jensen, but he's already stuck. They fire out the Enchanted Crystal Arrow, and they're looking to find more. TSM's already got one kill. Team Liquid running away. Alfari nearly charged up with the Gnar bar to make sure that he interrupts any sort of an engage with a Scatter the Weak, and he has the damage because he's been farming so well. And Core JJ now might just be caught out. He tries to drop the ulti onto Spica to get away, but the chase is on, and the targeting has switched to the enemy AD carry. Tactical with a flash over the wall. Power of Evil with another one for Jensen. Something about this. Core JJ is nowhere nearby. If Team Liquid wants to go in for this, it is an absolute YOLO. Alfari's nearly ready to transform. He jumps over the wall. He's ready to go in. He uses the ulti on no one, on nothing. It does not work. Team Liquid are trying to stop it. Santorin's into the pit, but it's secured by Spica. Core JJ tries to run, but the True Shot Barrage will help chase him down. Double kill over to Huni, and TSM are putting Team Liquid in the dirt.
TSM.
I never thought I would say this, but I miss hearing that in person.
Been the backbreaker, but now uncontested soul, 5.4K FTX gold advantage. TSM close this one out and potentially start to turn this series around.
The ball is in their hands. All they gotta do, but they're trying to make sure they can force this all the way into the enemy base. Power of Evil sidesteps away from the Enchanted Crystal Arrow. That's a nice thing to not have to worry.
So TSM are going to have to make a bold move here if they want to try to push forward and actually take down one of these towers. Alfari is charging up the Gnar bar, and he's trying to threaten the flank, but he is marked.
Yes, he does have his flash, though. We might see him try to go for something crazy. TSM has cracked their first inhibitor turret. Putting the pressure on the inhib itself. Doesn't look like Team Liquid's going to try to fight for this one. They'll give
these super buffs of the Baron and of that Elder potentially here. So right now they're trying to push heavily on the top side. They know Alfari's down in bot lane. He's showing on the wave. So they're going to get this outer tower. TL definitely won't contest for anything outside of their base.
Oh, no.
And the question just becomes, have an idea that this is going on, and we'll have to see, does TSM fully commit to the Baron, or do they look for the turn now?
Okay, they're aware that the Baron is at about 6,000 HP. Team Liquid's trying to go. Core JJ setting it up here, but he is going to be hit by the Bard ulti right in the front line. Spica going to be your target next, but he goes into the stasis, able to stay alive. Santorin with the flash over the wall, looking to chase, trying to find the damage on the Power of Evil, but the Ocean Soul is way too much. Spica's going to be shut down. Santorin stays alive. It is a 1-4-0. Team Liquid has managed to win themselves a team fight, but the minions are destroying the base. Now it's up to Team Liquid to try to retreat. TSM want to stop them, but it's Team Liquid who now poses another threat. Huni's going to lose the Guardian Angel as Lost can't find the damage onto the low health bars. Huni continues running away. He's stuck in the Wraith Pit, and he dies there. It is still a 2-0. True Shot Barrage finds the first for TSM. Tactical will be number 2. Sword Art taking the kill credit on that one as now they keep the chase alive. Lost wants even more, and Power of Evil's ready to cut him off. Santorin and Jensen both looking for the way out, but PoE is ready to go. He slams the orb down on Jensen and buries him underneath it. TSM, I lost my words! They're just marching it down the mid lane, and they will slam that thing into the ground too. Santorin goes golden. He's at about 1/4 HP, and the man's already dead. Alfari tries to bounce on out, but 1v TSM, it ain't gonna work. Team Liquid, they looked so good in the first 2 games, but here in game number 3, it's TSM coming to life to get their first win in the series. They're even dragging it out, padding the stats here with a fountain. They get the ace, 18-5. It's a TSM win.
It's redemption for TSM.
Ultimatum by knocking her out of it with that, but that's about all you got.
Man, push in the wave, and it will crash. So the hot Coco's there, not really getting any sort of advantage. And Huni gets connected with that hook shot.
Okay, but now it's Team Liquid looking to make the play here on the bottom side. They've already gone in with Galio, and Core JJ sets them up. Santorin knocks them down. First blood, Team Liquid. Attention is paid to that one. Teams have been prioritizing it pretty heavily so far in this series. Core JJ joins up with Jensen here in the mid lane. Looks like they'll just move to push this out. Jensen is down to about 1/3 there on the mana, so he wants to make sure that he's got his buddy there to help him push it up. Power of Evil going in, chains down onto Core JJ, and the distortion back means the outplay for TSM. Jensen's now stuck inside the Cataclysm. Santorin's trying to get a kill, and he gets it. 3 Talon strike in the last hit, makes sure it happens. Power of Evil now doing a lot, trying to get the last little bit of damage onto Jensen, but now he'll get jumped on. There's your double kill back to Santorin, and it's a bloody battle here in the mid lane.
You cannot ignore. Yes, losses there as kind of that late game win condition, hopefully, but only thing he has to keep him safe is Flash.
Okay, Santorin wants to disengage as Power of Evil and Spica make an attempt on his life. Core JJ immediately ready to respond with the ulti here, going after him. Power of Evil is stuck in the Hex Tech ultimatum. It's pretty easy to tell which one's the clone when it walks away in the first Drake of this game.
Get the wave in fast enough, and the tower on the minimap is looking still pretty healthy. I think it has about half.
TSM needing to play around that now as Huni backs away enough for Tactical to make his way back into the lane. Keep on farming these up here. Just clear the wave out. 159 CS in this game. Second highest only to Huni, who goes in looking for the kill, looking for the play, but it ain't gonna happen because League of Legends is a team game, and Huni tries to flash in for the sneaky kill, but it's just...
The ulti was on cooldown, and you can smell the desperation here a little bit. As Huni went with this early game pick, they haven't made anything happen, but they are looking for a play onto Alphari.
Alphari hook-shotting off of the Jarvan terrain, trying to see how much of an outplay he can get here. Power of Evil's already down. Spica gets stunned up, and the damage continues pouring through. Spica at 200 HP.
Everything used there to try to kill off Alphari. They don't even get close. Jensen arrives, Power of Evil dies, and yes, Spica gets away, but it costs him his flash. It costs him so much, and they're even going to lose this mid lane tower now. TL are absolutely running away with this game.
Cool, just steps right back away. Continues defending the turret here on the front line, making it so it's harder for TSM to move up and try to contest this. Huni jumps in. They want to try to take down the turret, but it's just a bait. Tactical's here, and they're ready for the 2v2. Tactical putting the spears into Huni. A little bit more damage gets it done, and now Spica's the second one. They get it all. They get the Drake. Sword Art can't help, and TSM is falling apart in Game 4.
Lost gets the tower mid, but you lost the dragon. You lost 2 kills on top side. They have been well and truly outscaled in the jungle, in the top lane, and Power of Evil is just not strong enough to really have an impact in this game. Tactical is 3-0. He's getting to this unassailable position where he's going to have the early wit's end. No longer are you going to be afraid of Power of Evil, who's kind of down on gold from where he wants to be, against a Kalista who has a defensive build and is up on gold.
Yeah.
It's
tough.
So impossible.
It is tough. It is a hill to climb right now for the side of TSM. Team Liquid, however, with those first 2 Drakes in pocket and the mountains
for them. Unfortunately, you cannot contest this dragon. They didn't actually get the pick. They can't push through. They're not even looking to do it with Power of Evil pushing on this top side. Absolutely misclicked through that portal. You know, he went through the portal. Instead of actually killing off Sword Art, he goes over the wall, back sweep, and just click too far to the right and just gets pulled through. Because if you actually click on that portal, you're going to get pulled through even if you're not directly on it.
Oh, Tactical could be in some danger here, but it's Core JJ coming to the rescue, and goodbye to Sword Art. Rampage for the Team Liquid AD carry. Spica gets away with a whole...
JJ just ults in, shuts that down completely, and this Baron's dying so fast. It is not a 50-50. Spica has no flash.
Core JJ flashes over the wall for the taunt, looking to immediately force this fight against TSM. Core JJ walking away now with TL having secured the Baron. Nice stasis from Core, making sure there is no punish from TSM. Huni with a good kick, canceling the Camille ulti. Team Liquid continues the chase. Santorin using the ulti to make sure he doesn't die now. TL is looking for more. Sonic Wave won't find much over the wall there. TL disengaging. TSM, there's nothing to find.
Over by that dragon to maybe make something happen, but they have no vision in their own jungle. That's the biggest problem. They're being pushed in on all sides here. Soul is on the table. Can they actually get over there in time? It's going to spawn, and it's going to go down so quickly. They're TPing for it. They know this could be the game.
They're going for the TP now. Hooney's ready to try to fight and contest, but it's going to be secured by Tactical. Hooney now stuck in the Hextech ultimatum with a good Dragon's Rage to get away. The stasis goes through to keep him alive for an extra moment, with Sterix also doing the same, but now a very nice stasis from Jensen sets TSM up for disaster as they will crumble. Lost tries to stand and fight, but Tactical's ready to go. It's Power of Evil against the entirety of Team Liquid, and they will march this wave into the base.
Welcome to the World Championship, Team Liquid. They're gonna punch their ticket.
There is nothing for Power of Evil to do here. The damage in the last team fight, Core JJ did more than 3 players on TSM. That is how dominant Team Liquid have been here in this game. Nexus turrets are already going down. Power of Evil's looking for any chance to maybe just waste some of their time. All he does is give over a kill. There is nothing more to be found. Sword Art with an ulti, only to buy an extra moment. The auto attacks keep on coming through. Team Liquid keeps on going. Now they're going to turn around and go for a couple of kills. They will kill Sword Art once more. Team Liquid, 3-1, takes down TSM and earns themselves a spot at Worlds.
They are running over.